Okay, next up is one of the best films I've seen all year, and I shouldn't be surprised at that. It is Toy Story 3. Now, this is a film that has been 11 years in the making, and a trilogy that is 15 years in the making of closing out. Now, for the longest time, Disney wasn't keen on sequels, not at all, as a matter of fact. They were so unkeen on them that when they were requested by fans, and when they did make them, they were always straight to video. Even the blockbuster hit Aladdin, which spawned 2 straight-to-video sequels, which both did very well on video, didn't even make it to theaters. Aladdin was one of the most timeless Disney movies of our time. Now, even The Lion King made a straight-to-video sequel as well, with Simba's daughter being all grown up. But the thing is with Toy Story is that it was such a huge, groundbreaking movie for animation and just so spectacular in the way it was done in a film that you cannot help but want to see more in the theaters. Now, this is the first ever trilogy released by Disney to make it to theaters. I think actually, if I may be wrong, so I might have to look up, I didn't really think about it before, but I think the Toy Story 2 was actually the first sequel Disney released in theaters, in terms of animated films, that is. But it deserves it, because never has a movie about plastic playthings that really just seem so insignificant in life ever touched the imagination and hearts of the world. And this is just such a funny, touching, excellent, at times even a little dark movie about, the life of these toys and the life that they're going to miss. Now, I find it unbelievable that they've made us care. Disney just has a way, the Pixar films just have a way of making us care about characters so much, and it's in every one of their films. I've seldom yet to see a bad Pixar film from Disney. That they just unbelievably make us sympathize with Woody, Buzz, and the gang, and they're all back here. There's not a one missing. Woody, of course, is voiced by Tom Hanks. Buzz Lightyear by, of course, the great Tim Allen, and it's so weird. It's like you'd almost think that they're acting together, Tom Hanks and Tim Allen, because they become these characters so much. To become an animated character is really just the mark of 2 wonderful actors, and that's what especially Tom Hanks is, and Tim Allen, a wonderful comedian, really just come together here. It's like you can picture them talking to each other on screen. I can almost picture Tom Hanks playing a cowboy and Tim Allen as a spaceman interacting with each other in live form. That is how much they've made these characters just resound so well into the world. And of course you got the Slinky Dog, of course, Rex, Ham, and of course one of my personal favorites, Mr. Potato Head, voiced by one of the all-time great comedians, Don Rickles. Now, of course, the whole concept here is Andy, the boy who owned these toys in the first 2 films, is all grown up. He's off to college, and the toys have been in the trunk for years. Now, all of a sudden, what's going to be done with them? They are going to be shipped off to a daycare center, and chaos erupts, of course, because let's face it, do kids really know how to handle toys properly? Like, I'm talking little kids. Now, this is where the fun begins. Of course, these toys are having trouble adjusting to their new life. While you can see that they're happy together, that they're happy to still be together, they're just not happy with their new environment. But yet, the zany antics that they get up to in this place are just so fun. Of course, we meet a lot of new toys. We meet the Ken doll, voiced greatly by Michael Keaton, which is really fun. Some people just think Ken is gay the way he dresses, but whatever, we'll leave that to the more analytical people, even more analytical than me. But what I like about this too is that it seems to have a way of unfolding in a sense where, it's not a kid's film anymore. It's a film literally for all ages. And how often do we see a film like that? There are films that are both suitable, like Disney films that adults will enjoy and so will kids, but I've never seen a film that combines the elements so well. This is a story of not just laughs and just zany toys come to life and adventure, because it has a lot of adventure like the first 2 did, but it's exhilarating. It's just an unbelievable experience that you really almost just can't fathom. That's what the Toy Story films were to me. At least the first one as a child at 12 years old, and the second one even as a teenager. But yet, also the thing they do too is they tell a story of friendship, which is very important in all ages of life. And not just the friendship between the toys, because that's here too. The main friendship of Woody and Buzz has been a big theme throughout the first 3 films. Or the first 2 films, sorry, and into this one as well. But it's the friendship among all the toys. It's the friendship and bondship that Andy has with Woody that really is just the center point of his character, and it makes this film so important. What I love about Toy Story 3 is that, like all Pixar films, it really just knows what to do. It pushes all the right buttons. And I can't say that, obviously it had the same effect on me as it did when I was 12. It had an even better effect. Why? Because here I am, 27 years old, this animated film that should just be for kids. Normally, if this film was made 30 years ago in just regular animated form, it would be just for kids, really, and I'd also be like, oh, this is fun and cute. It's more than just fun and cute. It is that too. But yeah, here we are. And again, I like the new characters. Of course, we got some voiced by Whoopi Goldberg as well. And just a lot of great talents. Toy by the name of Mr. Pricklepants, and just some really the characters they add here don't drown out our favorites, but they mesh right in well. And of course, I love Joan Cusack voicing Jessie the cowgirl back from the second one. So again, just everything just fits and it just comes together here. And I just cannot say anything more great about this film. Toy Story 3 is an experience that you will not want to miss. You'll want to have over and over again, and you'll love it every time where you see it. As a matter of fact, I'm planning to see it a second and maybe third time. I give Toy Story 3, without surprise, the perfect 5.